Welcome to Master Tima class. In this live class, we want to consider some past questions in mathematics, which are examination questions. So let's look at the first one here, number 1. The question says, evaluate, correct to 4 significant figures, 4 significant figures, 573.06 times 184.25. So we find the product here and we put the answer to 4 significant figures. Now, here, when we multiply this, we can make use of calculator, that is 573.06 times 184.25. The result here normally, when we make use of calculator there, this gives us 105,585.305. Then, when we round it to 4 significant figures, the first significant figure here is 1, the second is 0, the third is 5, and the fourth is this 5. So it means we are coming to this position and we consider the number after it. So we are going to round it up because here it is a number more than 5, 5 upwards. Round it up, it becomes 1. We add it to this place and this will become 1056. Then the rest return to 0, that's 0, 0. The question says change 432 from base 5 to a number in base 3. So change this to base 10 and we can expand with the base and raise to this power 0, 1, 2. That is, here we have 4 times 5 raised to power 2 plus 3 times 5 raised to power 1, then plus 2 times 5 raised to power 0. Then when we simplify here, 5 square, that's 25. So we can say 4 times 25, then plus 5 raised to power 1 is still 5, that's 3 times 5. Then plus 5 raised to power 0, that's 1, that's 2 times 1. And here, 4 times 25, that's 100. Then plus 3 times 5, 15. 2 times 1, 2. So when we add this up here, this gives us 117 to base 10. Now, where we are going is to base 3. So we run this to we convert this to base 3 now and tabulate this way. So here we have 117 from base 10, then to base 3. So use 3 to divide. 3 goes there, give us, let's see, that's 3. Here, we mean that's 39, we mean that's 0. Also, 3 goes again, that gives us 13, remainder 0. 3 goes again, we have 4, remainder 1. So 3 goes again, that's 1, remainder 1. 3 goes in 1 now, that's 0, remainder 1. So when we write the answer up here, so what we have becomes 11100 to base 3. So that's it from base 5 to base 3 there. This is Master Tima class and you're watching us live here. So do it to connect and share this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe. Now let's look at the third question here, which is number 3. In this class we have question number 3. So stay tuned to the end of this class. We have number 3 question. Is it given that A and B are sets such that number of A is equals to 8, number of B is equals to 12, and number of A intersection B is equals to 3. Find number of A union B. So now we can make use of Venn diagram to solve this set question. When we have this type of question, so we can illustrate it on Venn diagram. So we have this as Venn diagram. Since we are talking about two sets and they have something common, that means intersection. These two sets now will enter each other, and this is A. The number of elements in A we have 8, and this is B here. Total number in B, that's 12. And A intersection B, the area where this intersects, that's 3. Now we can get this area alone, which will be A only now. So that will be 8 minus 3, and this here is 5. So we have 5 here. Also here we can get B only, that will be 12 minus 3, and that is 9. So we have 5 here, we have 9 here, and 3 here. Then what we are finding now, which is number of A union B, is now equals to, this region is A union B, combination of elements in A and B. So that will now be 5 plus 3 plus 9. And here, 5 plus 3, that's 8 plus 9, that's 17. So number of A union B there, therefore give us 17. So that's number 3 question. So let's look at the number 4. The number 4 question from here. You are watching us at Master Team, so give us your support by giving a thumbs up and sharing this video and watching to the end in order to gain maximally. And let's look at the next question, which is an interesting question from here. So the question says, if root 24 plus root 96 minus root 600 is equals to y root 6. Now find the value of y. Find the value of y. Now here we can simplify what we have on the left hand side. Like root 24 here can be written as root 6 times 4. That's 4 times 6 here. Then plus here 96 can be written as 16 times 6. And also minus here root 600. We can write the root 100 times 6. Then equals to y root 6. And next step, we simplify this further. That is, we can break this into 2 roots. This will be root 4 times root 6 plus, here we are going to have root 16 times root 6. then minus, here we have root 100 times root 6 equals to y root 6. And here root 4 is 2, so 2 root 6 here plus root 16, that's 4, so we have 4 root 6 here. Then minus root 100, that's 10, so 10 root 6 here equals to y root 6. That is, here we have root 6, root 6, root 6. These are similar sort, so we can add and subtract. 2 plus 4. Here give us 6, and 6 minus 10 give us minus 4. So we have minus 4 root 6 equals to y root 6. So coefficient of root 6 here is y, and that of root 6 here is minus 4. So y is now equals to minus 4. So here we have the value of y. Now let's look at the next question here, which is question number 5. And this question says, evaluate 23 times 54 to mod 7. Evaluate this. So first is to multiply these two numbers, and when we divide by 7, we write the remainder after division. So modular arithmetic is about the remainder after division. So when we multiply this here, this gives us 1242. Then in mod 7 now, how many times can 7 goes here? When we multiply the number closer to 7 here, the multiple of 7 here closer to this is 1239. So we have 1242 minus 1239 in mod 7 now. And here this becomes 3. So that's 3 to mod 7. So that is the modular question. You are watching us here at Master T Math Class. Now let's look at the next question here, which is question number 6. In this question we have, if number 6, if 4 raised to power 3x is equals to 16 raised to power x plus 1, find the value of x. So this is an equation involving indices. That is, from here we have 4 raised to power 3x equals to 16 raised to power x plus 1. We can make each side here to have same base. When we change it to have same base, this is in base 4. 16 also can be made in base 4. So we have 4 raised to power 3x equals to, here we have 4 squared, that's 16, then times x plus 1. And here we have 4 raised to power 3x equals to 2, open this bracket. So we have 4 raised to power 2x plus 2. And from the law of indices, when we have something like this, a raised to power m equals to a raised to power n. So the base are the same. We can equate the power here, and we have m equals to n. So this base also they are the same. So we can equate this, and we have 3x equals to 2x plus 2. So bring x to one side. So here we have 3x minus 2x, then equals to 2 here. So 3x minus 2x, that's simply x. So therefore, x equals to 2. So we have that as our question number 6. So thank you for watching us here at Master T Math Class. So give a thumbs up and also share this video so as to make it reach more viewers, and also subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Now let's look at the next question here, which is question number 7. Now, question 7, a weaver bought a bundle of grass for $50, from which he made 8 mats. First off, if each mat was sold for $15, find the percentage profits. Find the percentage. Now, solution here. From the question given, we need to state out what we have. We have this $50 here is the cost price. The cost price of the raw material, that's $50. Then 8 mats was made out of it, and each of them was sold at $15. So that means selling price is now equals to 8 times 15, and 8 times 15 there, we have that as, this is 8, that's 40, 0, that's 2, and 2 plus, sorry, 4, that's 120. 4 plus 8, that's 12. So $120 here. So if the selling price is $120 there, then percentage profit here that we are finding as a formula. So percentage profits is given as the profits, and the profit is always selling price minus cost price, then over the cost price times 100%. So now from here, selling price, that's 120 minus the cost price 50, then over cost price, which is 50, then times 100% here. So that here, this becomes 70 over 50 times 100%. So when we handle this here, we can solve it as we like. This is 700 over 5%. So when we reduce this, that gives us 140. So that's 140 percent. So that is that about that in this particular question. So we thank you for joining us. Do well to give a thumbs up. Share this video to reach as many viewers as possible. And if you are yet to subscribe, subscribe. And stay tuned to the end of this class in order to enjoy it maximally. So let's look at the next question here, which will be question number 8. And these questions here we have the 17th term. Okay, find the 17th term of the arithmetic progression AP given as -6, -1, 4, and so on. Now, in this question here, what you are finding is clear. You are finding the 17th term in this AP, -6, -1, 4. Now, for an AP, the n time Tn has a formula, and that's A plus n minus 1 times D. Here, A is standing for the first term, and the first term here, A here is -6. Then, D, which is common difference, is the difference between the second and the first. That's second is -1, then -6, or the same thing as the third minus second. That's 4 minus -1. So either way, we have -1. This minus is minus give us plus. -1 plus 6. Or it might be 4 here plus 1. So this is 5, which is equal to 5. In each way, any way we pick. So common difference D is 5. And A is -6. And N is 17. So that means T17 now. When we start in this formula now, this becomes -6 plus 17 minus 1 times D, which is 5. So here we have -6 plus 17 minus 1, that's 16 times 5. Okay? So here we have -6 plus 80 here. And that gives us 74. So that is a simple way to handle such a question on an AP. So that is that in this class. Let's look at the next one, which is number 9. So in this question number 9, we have the question says M varies directly as N and inversely as the square of P. solve. If m is equals to 3, when n is equals to 2, and p is equals to 1, find m in terms of n and p. So in this here, let's interpret this. For what we have, m varies directly as n and inversely as square of p. So m varies directly as n and inversely as p square. That is, we can remove the sign of proportionality and we have m equals to kn over p square. Now, substituting the values we have here to get k now, m is 3, then n is 2. 2 times k, that's 2k, over p is 1, that's 1 square. And when we cross multiply, 1 square is still 1. 1 times 3, that's 3, equals 2. 1 times 2k, that's 2k. So divide both sides by 2 to get the value of k. 2 cancel each other here, and k here equals to 3 over 2. Now, what we are finding now, which is m in terms of n and p, is like we write this equation back and we put the value of k. That is, m will now be equals to 3n over 2p squared. So that is the final answer to that. So let's look at the next question here, which is number 10. And here we have, if a equals to 3 and b equals to minus 7, find the value of 5b plus into brackets a plus b all square, then divided by a minus b all square. So we have been given the value of a and b. So we just need to substitute here. As this here, this becomes 5 times minus 7 plus into brackets 3 minus 7 all squared, then over 3 minus 7 all squared. Then 5 times minus 7 here, it was minus 35. Then plus 3 minus 7, that's minus 4 squared, over 3 minus 7, that's 3 plus 7, that's 10 squared. So this here we have minus 35 plus minus 4 squared, that's 16. Then over 10 squared, that's 100. The minus 35 plus 16 give us minus 19 over 100, which we can write in decimal as minus 0.19. So that is that for question number 10. So you are watching us live here at Master T Math Class. Do well to give a thumbs up here and share this video. Also, subscribe if you are yet to subscribe, and so as not to miss out on any of our videos. Okay, so let's look at some more questions here. Number 11 here. So given this triangle, here this side is extended and we have this side equal, and this angle is 130 degrees, and the question says we should find this angle labeled as y. Now whenever we have this type of triangle with two sides equal, this triangle is an isosceles triangle. It makes the base angle here to also be equal. So let's label this as x, then this also will be x. This is base angle which are equal. Now we can get the value of x because sum of angle in the triangles here is 180 degrees, which implies x plus 130 degrees will give us 180. So x plus x, that's 2x, plus 130 degrees is now equals to 180 degrees. That's sum of angles in a triangles. So here we can take 130 degrees here and become minus. So 2x is now equals to 180 degrees minus 130 degrees. That's 50 degrees. So divide both sides by 2 here. That means x equals to 25 degrees. Now, this angle is 25, this angle is 25. To get y, we can say that this is angle on a straight line. That means y plus x, which is 25 degrees, is also equals to 180 degrees. Sum of angles on a straight line. So taking 25 here, so we have y equals to 180 degrees minus 25 now. So which implies y equals to 155 degrees. And there is another way of getting this, because since y here is an extreme angle, is also equals to the sum of the opposite interior angles. That is, or we can say that y equals to 180 degrees plus x, which is 25 degrees. So this is exterior angle of a triangle is equals to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. So here y is something as 155 degrees. So whichever way we solve this, we still have the same thing we are talking about. Yes, no problem. So no problem, noted. And it's still to solve question on calculus and angle of elevation and depression. Noted, no problem. Just stay connected, subscribe, and be following. Turn the notification bell on. So we shall look into it in one of our classes. So thank you. Now let's look at some next question here. And this will be question 12. This is question 12. So let's consider here, similar to something on trigonometry, application of trigonometry, the use of ladder like that. So we have question 12 here. The question says a ladder 6 meter long, lean against a vertical wall. Meaning again, a vertical wall at an angle 53 degrees to the horizontal, full stop. How high up the wall does the ladder reach? How high up the wall does the ladder reach? Now let's consider this question in a diagram. So you have a wall, you have the ladder. So assuming here you have the wall and the ground, angle between them of course is 90 degrees. So the ladder is leaning against this wall, and the length of the ladder is given to be 6 meters. And this angle here, 53 degree, is the angle that the ladder make with the horizontal. So please take note. This ladder made two angles here. One is with the horizontal here, and one is with the vertical, which is the wall. So this 50 degree should be here and not here. So if you mistakenly put it here, you will get it wrong, because they stated it clearly here that 53 degree is the angle make with the horizontal. Now, how high up the wall? How high up the wall does the ladder reach? So here, the wall actually might be taller than, but where the ladder reach here is what we are interested in. So from the foot here to the top here of the wall, so you can label it as x. Now, using the basic trig ratio, applying SOHCAHTOA, and you understand that here, SOHCAHTOA, these are acronyms for the basic trig ratio. Sine is standing for, so it's standing for sine equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos is standing for adjacent over hypotenuse. Tan is standing for opposite over adjacent. So which one is applicable here? You have this angle here. The one you are finding here is facing this angle. So x here is same thing as opposite, because it's facing the angle. Now you have 6 meters here and it's facing the right angle. So 6 meters here is same thing as the hypotenuse. So the side facing the right angle is always the hypotenuse. Then what do? We have opposite and hypotenuse. Which one goes with this? That's sine. So you pick sine now, and you now say sine 53 degrees will now be equals to opposite, which is x, over hypotenuse, which is 6 meters. So simple here, just cross multiply, and you have x times 1, that's x, equals to 6 times sine 53 degrees. So you can just use your table or calculator to get sine 53 degrees and multiply by 6. And that will give us 4.792. 4.792 meter. And it depends. If to the nearest meter, so we are going to have 5 meter there. So that is that. With that on this question on ladder. Okay. All right. All your comments are appreciated. Your share and your likes, subscription, everything are appreciated. I thank you for staying tuned to now. Let's look at some more questions. Let's look at this question on circle geometry. Okay. And this will be number 13. So we have this particular question given here. And there is a line drawn up here that touch this circle here. And this line is known as tangent. So Here, this line is drawn this way, and here we have it this way, and this line join each other here, join this point. This is labeled as point P, point Q, point R, and this angle here is labeled as 70 degrees. This angle here, that's 58 degrees. And the question says find. So this diagram is not drawn to scale. So find angle PRQ. Now PRQ. This is Q, this is S. PRQ. Don't forget this is PRQ. So angle is what we are finding. Now this question is just two-step direct. How? When you see a tangent, there's a theorem on tangent. That's angle in alternate segment. Angle between the tangent is equal to the angle between two other chords attached with the tangent. So let's say this is the tangent, this is chord 1, chord 2, chord 3. So angle between the tangent and chord 1, okay, is equal to the angle between chord 2 and chord 3. So this angle 2 must be 73 degrees. So that's angle in alternate segment. And you know, once you get this angle to be 73 degrees, you can get the one you are finding. How? You have triangle. Sum of angle in a triangle add up to what? 180 degrees. So we can just say that angle PRK we are finding will now be equals to 180 degree minus the sum of this. So just sum this angle. From there, that gives us 131. Is it? So 58, 73, that's 1. You carry 1, that's 13. Okay, so 131 degree. So subtract, and here you have 149 degrees. Sorry. So 180 minus 131 rather. So that's 49 degrees. Are we? Okay. So that is that. As easy as that. So just two steps and you are done. So understanding the theorem on tangent will help us. So this angle between the tangent and the first chord is equal to the angle between the chord 2 and chord 3. That's angle in alternate segments. And by the time we get that, we can add these two, subtract from 180, and we get the angle. So that is that. So I believe we have enjoyed this class so far. Okay. So stay tuned and follow us, subscribe, so as not to miss out on any of our interesting videos. Okay. And also help us to share this video so as to reach more viewers out there. So before we round up, finally, let's look at this last question here, still on circle. Still on circle. So we have this circle here. This circle, and a line is drawn this way. So this is used to form a triangle here, and this angle is labeled as 41 degrees. So this angle here is 141 degrees. So this point is P, this is M, this is N, this is Q, this is R. So now the question says, okay, they gave us another angle here. Okay, that's all. So the question says find angle QNR. So we want to find the value of angle QNR. So this angle here is what we are finding. Okay. How do we get that? This is just two steps as well. Just two steps. How? So this is a straight line. All right. And when we balance this up, we can get the sum of angle on a straight line. And this, of course, will give us 39 degrees by taking 141 away from 180 degrees, because some of angle in a straight line is 180 degrees. Now, once we get this as 39, we can get this angle. Why? Because this is extended. Exterior angle of this triangle. So exterior angle here is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. So we can now say that angle QNR will now be equal to 39 degrees plus 41 degrees. So that is that. So once you get this, just add it. There is a reason for that. Exterior angle of a triangle equals to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. And that will simply give us 80 degrees. So that is that about that. And thank you for watching so far. So see you in our next class. Don't forget to give your thumbs up and share this video. Give it a thumbs up, share this video, also subscribe. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and bye for now.